Albedo, Albedo, Alfredo, he's finally coming back, and you can refer to him as Amber does as well.
Albedo, Albedo, Albedo.
Or maybe not for your own sanity. One of the most important things you need to know about Albedo is that his elevator breaks a lot. And I mean a lot. Despite being one of the best off-field sources of damage in the game, it has a tendency to both mess you up while you're on the battlefield and break a lot. There are even some situations where you can't even use the elevator because the game says no to pillars and geoconstructs being used. His elevator is the most important part of his kit, and it does have a lot of situations where it doesn't work, where you'd want to use it like in world bosses, so you should keep that in mind. Albedo is alright, but he won't elevate you to new heights. There are plenty of other characters that you can use on your team in his place for team synergy, except for like an all Geo team. One of the nice things about him though is his designs. Both his attack animations and his clothes look incredible. They also match him very well. He also has one of the best backstories in the game, so if you're into lore that's very important to you, then he's a good character for that. He's had 2 events centered around him so far, and that's more than basically all of the cast. As I'm sure you've heard a million times by now, he's a pretty free-to-play friendly unit, thanks to him taking all your defensive artifacts that you don't even want, and needing only a 3-star weapon to bring out his max potential so far. He also doesn't need any constellations to be good, so that's a pretty big blessing, I think at least. He does have the problem of split scaling at C0 though, similar to Xinyan where his ultimate damage scales off attack, whereas his elemental skill damage is based off of his defense, so you have to pick and choose which one you want to use more. I personally recommend the elevator because it allows him to be one of the best sub DPSs in the game, but it's up to you. Other things Albedo can do is he can generate tons of crystallized shields to minimize the amount of damage taken when you're in a fight. He can generate tons of energy particles for any Geo character on the team. Thanks to his elevator you can use him for world exploration, and he's gonna work really well with the new Geo characters that are coming out, Goro and Ito. We all know that artifact sets can completely change a character, and for Albedo this new artifact set will probably bump his damage up by about 30%. Add on the new sword and his off-field damage should be about 20k per hit. It's looking really good for him after the update drops. For a long time he's never had a true artifact set that's made specifically for him like Raiden with the energy recharge set, but this new set should allow him to reach even greater heights. I can't exactly recommend him over other 5-star characters like Ganyu for example, who's probably coming back sometime early next year. I wouldn't be surprised if miHoYo decided to do a dual banner of Zhao and Ganyu at the same time during Lance and Right just so people run out of Primo gems. I guess a few more cons about him besides his elevator breaking a lot would be that he really needs a second Geo character on his team for Geo Resonance in order to shine. He can mess up your elemental reactions if you're trying to do elemental reactions. He may not need Bennett, but he kinda needs Zhongli or Goro to be a great character. And if you like to play Albedo, he's best played off field. So even if he's really fun to play, please don't crown his auto attacks, it's not worth it, you could do it on something else. That being said, you can do what you want. I thought I wasn't going to be wishing till next year, but then a Eula banner got announced, so I'm going to be pulling for her now, since I've wanted her for a very long time. Off topic, if you're curious about how high an Albedo ultimate can roughly do if you build him with attack percentage, here it is.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Fate is upon you.
Be with you.
Feel this ancient power. Witness my great undertaking.
Anyway, those are a few of the things I think you should consider before you pull for Albedo. Good luck to those of you who are, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.